at how nice the weather is right now in Seattle. This is freaking beautiful. Sun is up, the sky is super blue, not a single cloud. So you guys know what this means? It's a perfect day to go ahead and paint some parts on the car. So today I will reveal to you guys the color that I'm going with for the Varis FRS. But unfortunately we're not gonna go ahead and paint the entire car today because there are so many pieces on the car that I have to paint. The kit, the body, as well as the jams. In case you guys don't know what the jams are, it's the underside of all the body panels, such as under the hood, under the trunk. When you open the door, the area you see, those are the jams. So today we're gonna go ahead and start painting some of the jams, such as the hood and the trunk. I already went ahead and took off the hood to get it ready to paint the underside. And so all we have to do left now is we gotta take off the trunk and scuff up the back right here and get it ready for paint. Alright boys, we got the trunk off of the car. Now I'm gonna take my DA with some 400 grit and then just sand all over and get it ready for paint. Now I'm gonna take a gray Scotch-Brite and go over the whole trunk in case I miss some areas, because if you have areas you didn't sand or scuff up, paint won't stick and then you're gonna be fucked. So this is like a backup plan. This is insurance right here. Bro, fuck, I'm turning into a Smurf right now from all the blue. Just like that, we got the parts all prepped and ready to spray. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mix up our primer sealer, which is this one right here. And like the name says, the main job of this is to seal the paint, which means it's gonna cover all of this off and make it one color and seal off the current paint that's on it. So we have a fresh new canvas to start when we start spraying the base coat. So let's go ahead and mix this up. This is my least favorite part, because the primer sealer is always super clumpy and it takes forever to freaking mix out. Man, I haven't used this thing in months. It's so crusty. Look, it's separated into a bunch of different layers. You guys see the clear and then the primer under? We gotta mix all that up, which is gunky. Look at that. Alright, primer is super smooth now. Let's start mixing it. So this primer is 4:1. That means 4 parts of this and then 1 part of the hardener. I'm out of the hardener for a nascent, so I'm gonna say fuck it and use Omni, which is PVG, and see if it mixes well. Switching on to the GoPro in 3, 2, 1. So the first coat on the trunk, you guys are gonna see me doing it pretty light because there is some edge mapping, like the white colored areas. I wanna minimize the chances of there being any weird reaction. So I'm gonna give the trunk a little light coat before I go ahead and spray the whole thing. But as far as the hood, I'm gonna go ahead and slam on the primer sealer and make it look wet. Check it out, we got the sealer all laid super smooth. Now everything is one color. Look at the trunk. No more mismatched colors. So now it's officially time to show you guys the color that I will be painting the Varis FRS. And it is, drumroll please. Boom, Mazda Soul Red Crystal, paint code 46V. Alright, let's open it up. I think you guys are gonna like this. It's similar to the S14 red, but not quite. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. Oh, y'all see this? It's like a dark, elegant red. It's super nice. Look at that. Okay, time to mix this. So this base coat mixes 1-to-1, so that means equal parts this and the reducer. And since it's about like 70 degrees, I'm gonna go ahead and use medium reducer. Alright, that was a little messy. Check out the flakes in it. Oh, it looks so good. Alright, time to slap this on the gun and go ahead and start spraying so I can finally see what this color looks like on a panel. Guys, it's now the next day. I went ahead and let the paint dry overnight and it looks so freaking good. You know what, let me go ahead, film some cinematics and show you guys the fresh new paint. As you can see, the paint is super nice. The camera does not do it justice at all. I think it looks so good around edges and curves, which is perfect for the Varis because the Varis is full of body lines and edges and stuff. Look, the camera won't pick this up, but there's so much metallic flakes to it. Darn, I wish y'all can see that right now. It's so nice. Since we already have the jams all sprayed out, we're gonna go ahead and get it ready for paint and covered in primer, starting with the front bumper. But sadly, before we can do that, we have to cut out a piece of the front bumper. I know guys, this front bumper is like $2,000 and I have to cut into it, but that's what Varis calls for, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and mark where we're supposed to cut and then get right to chopping it off. Look at that. That's pretty freaking identical if you ask me. Alright guys, I got my Dremel cutting disc tool thingy. Time to cut it. Like always, safety first. Oh, look at that cut right there. Pretty smooth if you ask me. Look at the other side. Oh, same with this side. Alright, now that we got the bumper cut, let's go ahead and test fit it to see if it mounts up to the stock headlight bracket, because this Varis kit uses the stock mounting tabs. So hopefully it fits in assist flush, because if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so first impression, it doesn't fit perfect, but it's not too bad. I'll show you guys where. So if you look in the corner right here, it sits pretty flush, but not perfect. But this corner is what I'm having trouble with. Look at that. There's a fat gap right there. It doesn't click in. Now, the question is, do I need to use the stock bumper support thingy? So I'm looking at the manual and it's all in Japanese. It says something about the bracket right there, which I have off already, but I'm curious if we keep the under support bar thingy or not. But then I did some Google translating and it also says to drill out that hole so that you can fit a nut and a bolt in there, which is probably how I'm gonna keep this bumper held in like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, play around with this, experiment, and then I'll show you guys what I did. After some layers of fiberglass filler and body filler, I think I'm pretty happy with how it sits. Look at that. Super flush, and it's not even bolted in or anything yet. So I think we're good to go on this fender. The other fender fits perfect already, so we don't need to do anything on that. When you guys are working on a body kit, make sure to take your time and dial in fitment, because trust me, once you get it painted and there's gaps, you won't be able to fix it because you'll have to repaint it and everything. So do it properly the first time, take your time, be patient, and the outcome will be so much better. Alright boys, all the parts are officially prepped, cleaned, and ready to be sprayed with primer. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I already got my gun locked and loaded, so let's go ahead and shoot primer. Just like that, we got the entire kit primed and ready to go. Look how smooth it is. I laid the primer on pretty smooth, so that should make sanding it a lot better. Since we already have the kit all primed and all the body work done, the next video will be finally prepping the body of the car so we can start spraying. That pretty much wraps up today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the new color for the FRS. I think it looks so good. It's gonna match the S14 so well. The S14 is like a brighter, more vibrant red, whereas the FRS is gonna be like a super classy, like darker shade of red. I don't know. It's gonna be good. And if you haven't yet, go down below, hit the like button, and make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, Nick.
Peace out.